bolt that steering rack to that mount, and then we're going to work on getting the subframe installed. And after we get the subframe installed, we're going to work on getting the stuff straightened out up top, plugging in the line for the hydraulics and the wiring harness and all that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and find the bolt for this mount, and then we'll work on getting this subframe installed. I'm gonna see if the steering lines are a little loose, because we do have hydraulic fluid back there. There's some hydraulic fluid coming out of the boot, but we may have a loose steering line as well. So let me get to work on that and get this phone out of the way. Thanks for tuning in. Do what? No, I don't want glasses. I want to take these to the car or put them on top. Yeah. He said, help yourself to the drinks in there. Fine. Whoa, to this. What was that? Can you get the charger out so I can put my phone in the charger?
Yeah, I'm gonna press a charger. He's in the back.
If the trash smells, just put it outside. Finally, oh, where does it mount? Oh, man, trash stinks. This stinks. Do. That's nasty. Stare rack. Nasty. But where am I? Do. See if these lines are loose. Ugh. There is no liquid on the lines, so they're probably not loose. If they're loose, they don't have fluid on them. All right, let me look a little bit more for the bolt. I'm just going to use this one for now. Yeah, those lines are dry. right here on the ground.
Want me to put it in the front
Do what?
so you can be able to charge it? Right here,
Just take it over there.
in front of the car.
Oh, that's good. You could just point it under the car and put it on the ground over there. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, sorry. Thing right there.
Alright, get this tight.
It's right in front of the car.
Do what?
It's right in front of the car.
That's the things. Do.
Me too. I have to charge mine too. If I'm in your way, you're in.
Nope. Not in my way. Ugh. Alright. Got that up. Should be able to get this subframe up now. That thing has the wrong mount on it for a 95, but could be a subframe thing. Somebody put a different subframe on it. So that's why it's like that. Alright, let me start jacking this subframe up. Getting it in place. Oh, I wanted to get that turbo line hooked up before I put this subframe on there, but I can reach that from up top. Alright, here we go. Before I put the turbo too. And I get the whole thing started. Front and work on the back. You get my floor jack that up. Keep that in position. Where's the floor jack? Which one? Oh.
You don't have any screws to tight?
Huh?
Any screws to tight?
What's that thing?
Like, remember I told you that I was gonna remind you. Any screws, anything to tight up.
Alright, get down here and lift this subframe up on this floor jack. Man, these subframe bushings are destroyed. Probably from the leak in the steering rack.
want me to help you?
No. Oh my gosh, this is. It's horrible. Little bit that it's going up so slow. It's hilarious. It's going up quarter-inch pump.
Quarter-inch. Let me put your pad right there and the where you hit it.
What are you saying?
Let me put your pad right here.
For what?
So you don't hit the.
No, I got my hand in.
All you got to do.
Make it stop. Almost stopped. Jeez. I should have put this jack stand in the back, jack at the front. Ugh. This jack doesn't handle it good down for enough. Let's see if I get this Volvo started. Nope, it is still too low. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I got this side started. We go get the other side started. We could pull this jack out. Whew. That sun is hot.
More enough oil.
Coolant. Same difference. You got a list we can start making for this guy?
Mm-hmm. Do I start doing the list? Or you
Uh,
want me to
the
start? doing-
anti-sway bar bushings or...
I don't have a,
All right, I just asked you, honey. And you just said, mm-hmm.
no, I don't.
All right.
Let me go get it.
I'm under a little bit tighter here. So I can lift this up and get this started. All right, got two started. I need two. Man, there's some leaking going on inside this timing belt cover. I'm gonna have to pull that, check that. Like he's got a cam seal leaking there. Put on their power steering lines loose, and then check it off that it's been fixed. Power steering lines loose and check it off that it's been fixed. Driver's side rear subframe bushing damaged.
Oversight rear.
Subframe bushing damaged. Alright, let me try to get a bolt in this subframe up here. Can you pull that jack out?
Okay.
Just don't do that, just pull it out.
This one that you were.
Yeah, just pull it out. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Up.
Do I lower it?
No.
I leave it there?
Yeah, all right, right there. Jack it up. Go up higher and then go lower.
Tell me when.
I will. Keep going. Oh, hold on. For some reason, it's pushing it on the engine. Hold on a second. Oh, I think it's pushing on the steering rack. Hold on a second. Can you get me a pry bar over there on the floor somewhere? Thank you. Oh, that was weird. The steering rack is jacked up. Let's leave it there. That's good. I gotta figure out what's stuck under here. It's fine where it is. All right, thanks.
Let me try.
I left the pry bar over there. Can you hand me that pry bar? Over there. Thank you.
Ew, like that. Oh yeah.
Watch there. Rack is jacked up. So, steering rack's not lined up. Let me get this jack out of the way. Look, I've had a steering rack this jammed up before. steering rack. Oh, the engine mount in the steering rack. And it's over here, so. Maybe I shouldn't have secured that mount on this that thing steering rack, because it's creating a problem. The engine is shifting. There it goes. Alright, I got a couple bolts in. This bolt came back out. That bolt not in yet. This plate is twisted. Alright, got that bolt in. Rack is in the air for some reason. Alright, I got the rack in. I get these bolts. Pull the rack down some more. I need a 15. Big washer. This looks like engine oil as much as it does. Hydraulic oil. Let me get my 15 socket. I tell people never use impact with these because it breaks the cast nuts loose from the rack, but all of these are loose already. Whew. Oh, where's my 18 at? Here it is. You seen the smaller pry bar? And the cold chisel. I'm gonna get these rack bolts started, then I'm gonna raise the subframe and start the front. Then I'm gonna go back, tighten up the rack bolt. Do. Move your finger. Heck's my nuts from over here. I usually go over there. There we go. Alright, let's jack up the front, get the subframe started. Looks like my front mount is going in perfect. Which should mean the rest of the mounts are going in perfect. I don't see this one, but I start going up, but it should go in. Ugh. I got all the bolts started on the rack.
You're asking if you're in Germany doing that.
Is this how the Germans do it? On Hogan's Heroes?
Hand that jack handle clockwise. Oh, no, it's gonna go. You sound like a karate master.
Alright.
Hold your head. Do you need help?
Nope. Thank you, though.
Yeah, only 3 persons looking at you. And you're gonna receive like 20 calls.
Alright, where's my subframe bolt at? For this side. I had it earlier. Trying to put it in. Do. Anybody see where I put my subframe bolt?
How does it look like?
It's a big bolt with a big washer.
Oh, right here. There's one here. And there's one right. Is that one?
Oh yeah.
There's one.
Alright, thanks.
And there's another one right there.
Yeah. Alright, we didn't lose it. Ugh. Alright, I got 3 of the subframe bolts started. I just gotta get the one on the other side started. Then I'm gonna shake this situation where this mount is falling in place. And then stick a bolt in that mount. This side is not wanting to line up. Let me see where this mount is up front. Maybe it's not falling in place. Alright, let's see how things go. Let the jack off of this, which lets some engine leak off. See where this mount is. And I can pull these other 3 subframe bolts up. And this one should get it. Mount is perfect. Oh, almost perfect. My screwdriver ready. Thought I had a screwdriver with me. Do 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 do. Engine is falling a little bit toward the passenger side. But I can get this bolt in this mount. As soon as I find the bolt that goes in the mount. Do, 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 do. I don't know where my engine bolt mount is. My engine mount bolt is. That's better. I think that bolt will go in now. If I jack this up. But I don't have a jack. Alright. Well, my subframe bolts are started. Need to run them up a little bit and find a bolt for the engine mount. I don't know where that bolt went to. I had to get one out of my. Oh, here's one. This is it. Straighten it out just a little bit. Run it up there. Oh, it's perfect now. Do 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 do. Torque I want. All right, now let me run these subframe mounts up. Then torque them. And then torque the steering wheel. That one had a guide on it, so that's a good thing. That one's up, ready to be torqued. Got two more, but they also have those other corner bolts, so let me get those ready. Those don't get torqued that much, so I'm gonna lower this setting on there. Lower that. Go back to that, run those up. Ugh. Ugh. Let's go do the other side. Ugh. Alright, let me grab my torque wrench. Start torquing. Torquing, torquing, torquing. Start over here since my tools are over here. And I can let this engine support board down. Ugh. Do 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 do. Wow. That was real close to already torqued. I guess I need to try to put these bolts in the front engine mount since I'm here. Get my socket back. I pushed over there. And my stubby on the lower setting. Alright. Should be good to go. Do 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 do. I had to put this CV axle in before I put this control arm on. Alright, let's see. Torque these subframe bolts down and then get the steering rack bolts. Torque down. Alright. Do 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 do. Let me torque that while I'm here. So I don't forget front engine mounts. Alright, let's go to the other side. Got a nut over here, I don't know where the nut goes to. Probably the old control arm nut. All right. The sun is hot. Man, I could almost put my finger under this transmission. I could put my pinky under there. Let it down. It should have at least a 1/4 inch clearance. Do 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 do. All right, time to get these steering rack bolts. Torque them on. All of these steering rack bolts came out of their sockets, probably from banging them around. Working under here with the steering rack. So, I doubt they're gonna tighten up easy. Well, that would tighten up easy. Wow, finagled that one to tighten up. That's the way my finger around this one. Wow, check that one too. This one right here. And this one is. Can I reach all the way over there? Yep, I can. Wow, I had enough grip to grab. Let me torque them. Torque them on, torque them on. I don't know if this big 18 was supposed to be torqued too, but I'm going to try to torque it as well. Well, that's a good work, right? work. Torque. I'm gonna hit this one with the impact. Let's see if it's close, but real torque. Give us support. Probably doesn't matter. But I like support. Nope. Just step it up a little bit. Yep. Last one is 318. Big break. Alright. Find this 12 millimeter here. And then be ready to put some fluid in this trans after we put the passenger side axle in. Let me do that. Oh, I need a 12 up here too. 2 12s. These 12 bolts for this line. Power steering line. I'm not sure if they were there when I started. They'll be here when I get finished. This looks like one. Got a big washer on it, but it'll work. 12 socket first. That one looks like the one with the big washer. I don't need to find what I did with the one in the back. Danny, you got screws like this? Or what? Screws like this? Can't see it. Let me go back again. I don't see it around here, but I'll look again. Alright, I'm gonna go. Do I what?
You have like a time for the screws over here?
I don't know. Is that right there, next to the toolbox? Is that the toolbox?
Yeah.
That's good. The T25 is not tight. But it's not falling off either. Let me see if I can see it. One?
This one?
Yep. Thank 14 degrees. I don't know, we might be almost done down here. Alright, I need this lower mount down here on.
You got this container right here.
Do what?
This one. This one doesn't have nothing to do.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see. Never seen that rock like that before, ever. Me neither. It's a rare occasion this mount is good. Most of the time you're busted.
Looks like one of your other.
Let's run these in. Hope I got space for this. Oh, and I secured that, so that makes it hard. Need my pivoting. Deal there. It is broken. I had a ratcheting 14 down here. What did I do with that? Got it back. Alright, need to torque that. I'm gonna let the engine down on that before I torque those. Do. I am looking for my 14. So torque that. Oh, let's see. It should be around here. Lost a socket. 14 that I just had. There it is. lift this engine off of this thing and torque that front transmission mount. It's got slack. All right, we're gonna be doing some work up here for a while. All right. Like that are going. Like the chili system beeping on because somebody walking past the house. I can see you walking. A midget dog fight. Two 4-pound dogs trying to get into it. Go sit down somewhere before you nick your ear. See. And the engine support arms gone. Oop. Something fell out of the magnetic bucket. Not sure how that happened. I'm going to take this tiny belt cover off and see what's leaking in there. Cam seal, crank seal, just to let them know since I'm here. That's still a 12 millimeter. Let's find out. This is a 4.4 tune for an 850. It's got increased boost and a few other things up to 12 psi. Don't want to destroy your original turbo trying to get snazzy. But since it doesn't have many mods, that little bit of extra boost will be nice. Now, I suspect the turbo in this car is on its way out because it didn't have a boost pressure line on it, and it was running without one. And he wasn't bragging about performance, so probably on its way out. I need to make an evaluation for him. Alright, so we have a little bit of oil down here. Not much, just a little bit. So something's leaking. And yeah, this cam seal, these cam seals look okay. So that would mean it's probably a crank seal. Crank seal leaking a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of high. There might be a lot of oil under this timing belt cover. It has a bolt broken off. Timing belt cover. A little bit of this is on the inside, so let me see if I can get a finger wet in here. Try out my finger. You could use a paper towel for this as well. Run a piece of paper towel in here. Pretty dusty dry. Dusty dry as well. I think it might be a minor crank seal leak. Or something down along those lines. Getting inside this timing belt cover. I use Meeta's phone to take a picture of that. So he can see it. You're at 100%. This is his car?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think on the other page, let me see. Yeah. I found it on 27.
Radiator screw missing, replace oil filter, ABS wires plugged into clip, throttle cable damage, radiator leaking, minor firewall mount destroyed, we're ready to replace that. Please tighten that. Oh, eesh. Yeah, he's got a decent coolant leak on this radiator up here. Radiator leaking up here. Alright. Radiator leaking up top. Update that. put tiny marks on there that don't matter. I hate when they do that. That confuses people. Coolant reservoir cracked. Look like somebody replaced the serpentine belt. Cool.
You already put your stuff back, right?
Not really. I got a lot to do. I'll probably be here 4 hours tomorrow. Four hours tomorrow. Alright. Man, these gloves are getting dirty. I can't touch anything.
So now take all everything right here so we get
We send the owner a message. So I might pause here for a second. Dee, 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 dee. No, I ain't trying to stop streaming. Quit asking me that. Alright, let me answer a couple questions real quick. Are you in Germany doing that? Nope. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada. Turn the jack handle clockwise. What's happening? Manual swap. Looks hot, but the sun streaming in looks good. Alright, so I don't know how I'm gonna get. Alright, I'm back. I don't think I lost you guys. See if I could get this thing to not fall over. Don't fall. Stay. Alright, I'm getting ready to take this fan shroud off so I can do this mount up here. Let you guys see this coolant leak. I seen a little leak down at the bottom, and I thought it might have been the radiator starting to leak down there. But then now I'm up here, and y'all see that leak right there? It looks like it's coming out of the joint where your oil cooler line comes in. I don't think it's this top hose. That top hose is clamped pretty tight. Let me see what the owner wants. see if you get it ready. Because that'll be what'll kill this thing. But I don't mind coming back to a cylinder head job. That'll be about 2-3 G's. Cool it, roulette. My favorite. Cool it, roulette.
Ready?
Yeah.
Our team is the coach.
6,
He's 5 o'clock.
6, 8, and 10. We go to either shift. I was hoping to go to the 8 o'clock, so I'll put the shift down here at 6. We shut down at 6. That'll give us enough time to get home.
Hey, there's faster stuff to get you some back.
Why? My jeans are.
You throw away with the dirty
I wear shorts.
What shorts?
I got one pair of pants left.
Tights?
My work pants are not clean. I got one pair left in my thing.
I can wear you some tights.
What is that noise? No.
Come on the bed. Come on the bed.
Mita is trying to talk me into wearing some leggings out in public somewhere. Now, we are in Vegas, and I know it's acceptable in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless somebody posts a picture about it on Facebook. Uh-oh. I was hoping I could get this. Oh yeah, this is the easiest way to replace this thing. I've never seen this before. What the heck? The horn wire harness clipped onto the gosh dang. Yeah, a lot of these firewall mounts are torn up, man. I see it all the time. I don't know why you guys don't replace these, but this one's getting replaced. It's getting replaced. I'm pretty sure we got one in. Got one over here. These are the new parts.
The new parts?
Yeah, where's the box of new parts?
What box? All the boxes were empty. I put them over here.
Oh, that mounts on top.
Just pick up the trash.
Put it on top of the car, was looking in the parts stack, couldn't find it. And this is a inexpensive mount. I don't know if anybody else is making these right now. And it's a pretty easy mount to replace, so it's not a real big deal. Anything that you can replace in under 30 minutes, man, I don't care if you put a cheap part on there. But you don't want to be putting a cheap part on something that takes 3 weeks to replace. Like here. That's the inside of it. Trash. I have my razor blade out here somewhere. You see
Yeah,
it?
it's right there on top of the
All right, I
board.
see it. Thanks.
There's 2. Trash is over here.
Huh?
Trash is over here.
I'm gonna have to tell him you're gonna have to wait till I get done here. I'm not going to work nowhere else when I'm done here. So I have to call him up and say, hey, I didn't get done. I'll let you know when I'm ready. It'll go away. It's just reminding. Got my reminder. the nut goes up. Pro Part Suite. While this stuff's apart, replace something in 10 minutes versus paying somebody 2 hours to replace something. This is a deal. A deal. Okay. Lisa said it's time to cut the light on. She's probably right. Do 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 do. That's what in the country they call 3 oogadoogers. All right. Oh man, this car don't have a cabin air filter. That kind of sucks. You want a cabin air filter because number one, it reduces dirt. Oh my gosh, especially in Las Vegas. It reduces dirt from going in your cabin, and subsequently that dirt wears out your blower motor. So it cleans the air coming in the car and it saves your blower motor. The vacuum cleaner here?
Right here.
Yeah, let me vacuum something real quick. Put on this list. You got this list? Put on there need a cabin air filter and holder.
Air filter and what?
And holder. You need the holder for it. 850s didn't come with it.
Okay.
Did you see a battery somewhere?
Battery? No.
Oh, this is it. This is my 6.0. I like my 6.0 in the vacuum cleaner. And we got light. Oh, we gotta break this tab off of here for the cruise to work. Is it the 3T? What tab am I supposed to break off of this relay for the cruise to work? Is it the 3T? Do. Yeah, we lost sound because I was talking to the owner. Do we have sound back? All right, I need to either use my computer or your phone for a minute to look this up.
I'm hearing you. What happened?
I need to look this up. Need some water too, so I'm gonna get dehydrated.
You have water in the car?
Could you hear sound on the video?
Yeah. I'm hearing it.
All right.
Bring some all right. It's not cold, it's just fresh. Just put it in here.
It's pin 3T. All right. Let me get with it. Thank you. Is that this? Is this thing cut off itself? Now, some of my videos, I put quick notes in the remarks in the description. And it's 3T. So, in this one with the least pins, you break off 3T. And it should help your cruise work when you manual convert your car. Bend it till it breaks. There it is. Broken off. Now the cruise should work. Let me take this stuff to the trash, put some gloves back on. Now when you pulling these relays and putting them back in that fuse panel, be extra gentle. Those fuse panel bases is cracking, and there's 1,000 wires wired into those things. And I don't know how to replace them versus doing the wire harness under them. So you be gentle, and you may not break yours. Other than that, go ahead and break it. You bad. massage them down there nice and easy until they fall in place. Leave it at that. Alright. So I'm glad I remembered that while I was in here. While I was in here, because sometimes I forget, and then the people have no cruise control. Until I remember, or they call me, or something along those lines. Alright. Let me get my pliers and hook that back up. What I do with my pliers? Put them back in my bag. So a couple nights ago, we went to a comedy club, and they were having single elimination, and tonight's supposed to be the playoff results. So we get the top 5, 6, or whatever comedians from the week tonight. Oh man. Man, it really stinks if that clamp falls down, and it ain't worth getting. So I'm zip tying. I'm not fighting with that clamp all the way down there. Zip tie does the same thing. So that's that. Do. Somebody put a T in one of these boost lines for the BCS. I don't understand. I got another headlight gone out, so let me put it on the charger. Got more where that came from. Where did I put that fuse pin? Here it is. A lot of these have the release broke. I don't know why people break those. That makes sense. Honey, this has got ABS. Oh, found one of those T25s I was looking for. This has ABS screws in here for some reason. And those ain't from this car. 13 or 14? I didn't put my headlight on. It's 14. That's 12. The radiator screw. I'm looking for the windshield wipers and this gasket for that. And 13 millimeters, tighten them on. This one's usually too low, touching the seal on the bottom or the guide, whatever that is. And he told me this one is lifting off of the window, so this thing needs to be bent. That's best done in a vise, but I got a rough wheel out here. I'm gonna do it on.
Permission?
I just said I was gonna do it on that rough wheel. That wheel's scratched already.
There's a little thing right there.
A what?
Right there, there's a little thing you can put in the middle.
A vise? What?
The craftsman thing. So you can fold it back.
Oh, this little thing?
Yeah.
This thing ain't bolted to nothing.
I'll hold it for you.
Okay. Let's do that. This one's bent too. It's hitting the hood. Man, I can't reach it. So this wiper is hitting the hood. You see that dent right there? Every time it goes down. Probably because it's positioned down too far. But I'm gonna bend the arm just a little bit on this busted wheel out here. And then I'm gonna position it properly. Because sadly, I've seen these arms lift off the glass too. But usually they're positioned too low. One of the most common things that happen while I'm right after I purchased the 850, is it starts raining and the wiper is flopping around on the windshield because somebody don't have these bolts tight enough. And that actually happened on our XC90. I went to pick it up in the rain. Wiper was flopping around. The mechanic that had it didn't know what to do. I grabbed the wrench, tightened that bolt down, fixed it, and he looked amazed. Glad I don't have to depend on him to fix my car. Feel sorry for those that do. Is that the book that we use to update the invoices the same way that we put the schedule in?
No.
The schedule's in a different book?
Yeah.
I thought it was in the back of that book. Somebody called me today, they said they needed help in the Bay Area.
Yeah, you have to person say when you go in
I need to add them to the schedule. Lately, I've been getting requests to evaluate cars. Let people know what they need, that kind of thing. I kind of do that a little bit as I go along, but I don't kind of go bumper to bumper for people. But I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to make a form. And then one guy, oh, this thing's on the jack stand's kind of high. I can't be bumping against it. One guy wants me to let him know what he thinks his car should sell for, and I'm going to go evaluate those two vehicles. So I think I'm going to make a form, do like a evaluation of the car, drive it, let people know what I think is graded, let them set their own prices, and let them know what I think it's probably worth. That way they can, if they want, they can share with the people that, hey, Robert came, looked at the car, this is what he thought it's worth. So, something I'm probably going to start doing here shortly. Replace this mount and that mount, so this can be tightened up. $15 and $13. What did I do with the 13 I just had? Here it is. It's tight and torqued. Come on, this guy's list needs an air filter. If you're in a dusty climate, you need an air filter sooner than later. I normally date and mileage my air filters. I mean, put on it, he needs an air filter, not a fuel filter, air filter. He might need a fuel filter, I don't know, but I'm trying to talk about the air filter. Me, could you write that down?
I'm sorry. I'm not hearing you.
I see it right now. He needs an air filter.
You tell me again, more?
He needs an air filter replacement.
Air filter.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You got me nervous. Like I was gonna get fired.
Yeah, you're not getting off that easy.
No.
Alright, so this sleeve here is for automatic transmission. Kind of gets in the way on a manual transmission. And there's a couple of clamps that are on the manual cars. But if you see a 99 or 2000 or newer car and it's a manual, they have a good plastic harness sleeve. But these are pretty much in the way, so I remove them and then I zip tie and clamp them. Now they have a little hose catch on them, but if you take parts off of a manual car, there's this little metal bracket that supports your coolant hose. So I have that here. I'll probably install that. But let me grab my headlight and take this wire harness loose because I need to deal with this PMP switch. I also need to plug in the hydraulic line and properly store it on the transmission. And I got a clamp down here I need to position on this subframe, and I need to put the bolt in the subframe over there while this radiator's out of the way. Headlight. Almost down. I got 45 minutes. Time.
It's 5:30.
I got 20 minutes. You sent me a 20-minute timer? You want to remind me?
What time?
6. I want to shut down at 6.
Yes, sir. Let me put a timer. 39.
All right. My zip tie snipper. My little zip tie snippers in here. I got 2 of them. They're small. I keep them in here. I thought. Wire snippers.
I feel your memory. I feel it. I don't know what you're talking about.
My wire snippers.
Wire?
It cut the wire. It cut the zip ties. I had 2 little ones in here.
Oh, I put it in the fire. I was picking up like.
They're hard to find in here. That's why I put them in there. Take them easy. Probably should sharpen these. I got it. Yeah. Do. Yeah, this is kind of worthless in a way.
basket.
Who did the root dope book?
It's because Samantha sent me a basket. It said, Amari's ready for Easter. And I'm asking her if she did his basket. But then I zoom into the basket, and it seems like he did his own basket. Because the toys are like just pressed in the little basket.
Yeah, and this thing here, useless in the way. Now you probably should get some kind of wire wrap stuff. I think I have some sleeve, wire harness sleeve stuff to put these in and tape them up so that I can get them out of the way. Now this transmission I think came out of an 01C70, and it does not have a real thing to secure your ABS wire harnesses on. And this plug here, I'm sorry, this one here that went in the back of that 95 transmission, I'm gonna put a plug on it and wire it up to here. But the next thing I'm gonna do, because it's easier, is the PNP switch wire harness. I'm gonna cut it and wire it up so the car will start. And the sleeving on it is already kind of rotted off. So I'm gonna put some more on that. But I'm gonna cut the PNP switch back. I'm gonna leave 2 inches of wiring with the plug. I don't know why, because I doubt this car will ever see an automatic transmission again, but you know, people talk crazy talk. Crazy talk. Need to know what size that switch is. Ooh. Oh, this car don't even have that. Hydraulic plug on there. I thought it did. Cut this harness with this. I might be able to get this phone closer. Let me try this. Get this phone closer so you guys can maybe see what I'm doing here. PNP switch wire harness. Do. Really can't see it, but do it. Take my 10 snips, leave 2 fingers on it. If somebody's got a wild, stupid idea, here's the connector they can have at it. Now, most of these, you could heat shrink some heat shrink on them to protect them. And of course, you got the 2 thick blue ones that you hook up to the reverse light. So let me go find that reverse light plug and hook that up. Then you got the 2 thick green ones, the green with the red stripe and the green solid to hook up for the starter. So what I usually do is I shorten one of these green ones and then I turn the other one down to solder it together with it. So I take about an inch off of that thing, maybe 1.5 inches, so I can splice that together. All right, I took that much off of it because I don't want to have a fold where the splice is. I want to have a fold in the wire. You can use this to make a jump wire if you want. Where's my electrical? There you go. So I got the splicer here, the magic splicer. Oh, you guys are over here. The magic splicer, wire stripper rather. Strip the other one. Now I'm gonna go get a heat shrink tube to put in there. I might have them in my bag already. Got my heat shrink gun. I don't see my heat shrink connect here, so you can crimp them together, solder them together, whatever works best for you. Where's my little heat shrink?
Yeah.
I used these things, hadn't had any problems with them yet, but it took me a while to learn how to use them right. So it's probably why I don't have any problems with them. If they don't look like they work right, I redo it. So I slide the wire all the way through on one side, on the big side. Ah, this one's damaged. Yeah, if you got one damaged, just throw it in the trash, get another one. And make sure you use the right size, because if you use the wrong size, it's not going to work for you. And I think this is the wrong size. I'm gonna have to use a blue one. This one is, actually I push it through the small side and then pull both of them through the big side. I'm gonna use a blue one on here because that's a bigger wire, and I'm down to 3 blue ones, so I need to get some more blue ones. You could just buy the color you need. This is like a 16 gauge wire, so put the wire, actually I didn't strip enough wire. I should strip about 1 inch to do what I do. Then I go halfway down and I twist them together. Then I pull it back through and make sure that twisted area fits in that area I just twisted together. And strip enough wire loose on that thing the way I want it to work. Let me strip a little more. Alright, this should be good. Get my pliers. I'm gonna twist these together good.
Minutes, baby.
I got the 4-minute warning. It's in position. Fire up my heat gun. I don't know if I have a cord long enough for my heat gun. I need an extension cord. We need our own extension cord, a short one. Have you seen our blue plug that goes in there? Yes, it's the little wire harness that comes in the manual kit. Alright. I need a short extension cord for that, but in the meantime, I'm going to set this one up that plugs into the reverse light switch. And so I have both of them ready to heat shrink tomorrow. Do. And harness the two fat blue wires, and they're actually easy to find. Oh, missed one of the blue wires. Get this other blue wire back. All right. I am ready to heat shrink these together, but I don't have power. So I'm gonna go buy a power cord in the morning and have what I need to do that. Well, I'm gonna use 2 more of these blue ones, so I'm gonna be out of blue ones. I might have a set of these blue ones in the car, but if not, I'm gonna order some. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate you all watching. We will pick this up tomorrow when I get here, probably California time, somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock. So, peace. Have a great night.